Well, you have to be a clear analytical thinker. You have to be prepared to follow the thread of logic and see how it fits into the system as a whole. So you need to be a big picture thinker, but you also have to understand the consequences and how a decision will actually impact. So you need to think about it on a very practical level as well. You have to be self-aware, aware of what your predispositions may be or your own perspectives, because we do have to look at the issues dispassionately and objectively.
I think humility is key to almost every other quality, whether it's empathy or judgment. Understanding that I may not know everything, that people have things to tell me about the law, about their own circumstances, and it also tells me something about my role, that I can't fix every ill. I can do justice, but I'm just one part of the larger puzzle that is the Canadian constitutional order. So humility, as I say, it's an aspirational thing. I'm no poster child in that respect, but it's something that I think is important.
I'm no scholar. I am absolutely no scholar. I'm not an academic. To me, I guess if I had to pick one thing, it would be kind of an understanding of the human condition and an understanding generally of human beings and what they're all about, and some common sense and some basic judgment.
What's the difference between an empty mind, which you shouldn't have, and an open one, which is the best thing a judge can be? The difference is that you approach a legal problem and you say, this is my feeling on it, but it's not going to be the driving part because I may be wrong. I have to listen to what they're telling me because maybe they're right and I'm wrong. So I think having an open mind is being willing to confront your own views about a situation, a law, and think about the possibility that maybe in this case, those views are not what the case is about. I think if you can't do that, you can't be a good judge, because we all have views and because we all should have views. So learning to step back and say, even though I have these views, parking them and saying, look at it as objectively as you can, which I think all of my colleagues do.
This is a very tricky question. I think that you need to be in love with law because, of course, we have a lot of work to do with law and in interpreting law and what it means. And law should be always clear, but it is not the case. This is why we are there. So you need to be in love with law. You need to have some easiness to understand the concepts of law. Speaking for myself, I think that the practical experience that I had for 34 years is also an essential asset to be a good judge or to become a good judge and to make the best decisions for our fellow citizens.